G'day and welcome to another episode of Coast and Country Adventures. In today's episode, I'm back out in Kiwarrak State Forest at the mountain bike park out here. We're just going to be taking $300 Mason 27.5 inch out on some more trails and giving it a real good test run. Let's see how we go. I'll catch you along the way. So we've just made our way to the top of a ridge, a fair little way away from the parking area here. We're just going to be working our way along this ridge line. Hopefully finding some good little tracks to ride. Lots of mud. It's nice and easy. Oh, that is some oozy stuff. Alright, so for about the past half an hour, we've just been going around through the forest here, following random trails. Got bits and pieces of trails all over the place. We did a little bit of Eureka, we did a little bit of the 30k loop as well, right at the top of the hill, or at least at the top of one of the ridges. Nothing too serious. Went through a lot of the creeks and stuff like that. It's incredibly muddy down in the gully, so we're going to try and go and find a few drier tracks to follow. Yeah, hopefully this place dries out soon. Alright, we're on Mayhem Trail. This is a good fun little one. I think it gets a little bit wet down the bottom end, but for the most part, I'm pretty sure it's reasonably dry. Still, all of the dirt at the moment is very, very wet. You gotta watch your braking. Whoa. Gotta watch your front wheel doesn't slip out too. There's some really nice flowy tracks in this little mountain bike park. Very, very fun. Got a bit of mud. It's been a fair while since I've been out riding. All this rain. I've been doing a lot of motorbike riding on the 500 lately. So for these forests being still pretty flooded, it's been quite difficult to get out on the bike. I tend to start doing a lot more mountain biking videos and start getting into it a bit more. So it's really, really fun. Front axle on this bike is getting a bit squeaky. It probably needs a bit of grease as well. Now the main thing you got to do as soon as you get this bike is you got to take the front seals off of the forks and you have to pack it with grease in there. It seems like they decided that it wasn't worth the extra 4 cents it would have cost to put a little bit of, well, a decent amount of grease in there. Because I pulled those off, seeing that I started to have a bit of play in my front forks, and they weren't really, I sort of lost a lot of my suspension. It was very, very stiff. And you pulled that off, and there was basically no grease in there. And since I've packed it full of grease, and it's been working beautifully. But unfortunately the damage was sort of already done to mine, where because there was no grease, there was a fair bit of friction between the suspension, the fork, and the little poly seal that seemed to be on there, and it's just worn it out. And so that play that's in the forks is there to stay on my bike. But anyone else who buys this bike can save themselves a lot of trouble by just pulling those seals off, packing it full of grease. 2-second job. Basically, I reckon just a screwdriver is what I use just to lift the seals off and to lever them back on, and you're done. Save yourself a lot of trouble. Other than that, this bike has been pretty fantastic. No real issues. Still, I reckon it's a great bike for 300 bucks. I've been able to get out here and have a lot of fun with it. There's no worries at all. Cutest little baby bearded dragon in there. Oh, water dragon. The pinks. I haven't seen him. There he goes. Beautiful little fella. Very, very pretty. All right, we're about to hit up one of my favourite little tracks out here in Kiwarrak. It's not one of the hardest trails for sure, but it's just great fun. It's called It Rocks. It's just on the 5k loop. It's not that far at all from the parking lot. Yeah, let's go have a look. Let's go have some fun. Oh, that mud's slippery. Couple of little jumps, nothing too serious. Dodge those ones, hit this one up, and then the pièce de résistance. Beautiful. Thanks for watching this episode of Coast and Country Adventures, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. There'll be more mountain biking content coming really soon, and a lot more motorbike stuff coming up as well. Been doing a lot of riding lately, and I'm not going to be stopping anytime soon, so there's going to be a fair few more videos coming out, which is really cool, really fun to make. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. I'll catch you in the next one.